This week in Codename Goodgame, I'm going to be live reacting to what an article deems as the must-own Xbox exclusives. What does that even mean? We're going to find out in this episode. And yeah, it's something that I wanted to experiment with this week, which is the idea of, again, Codename Goodgame is an opportunity for us to kind of have a gamer book club and just a chance to get together, hang out, share some topics that are all on our minds. But then sometimes there might be a neat idea that we could just do together or respond to together. And I thought this would be a really neat thing, which is from Gamesradar, that is best Xbox exclusives you need to own. And this was written up by Sam Loveridge on April 8th, and I have not seen this list. Honest to God, I have not reacted to it, so I think would be an interesting conversation to have. Like, just someday, I want to do that list of what are, like, the absolute best, rather than exclusives, just say, like, the best first-party games that have come from various studios that Xbox now owns. That's a video I want to do someday, and you're going to get a glimpse as to what I would put in that video in this episode. But if you are here live, please let me know that you are here, that you drop your emotes. If you're watching the replay, what's something this week that you would love to talk about, even through the comments? You know, like, that's the other thing. If you want to join the show live, you could go to the description and find a link there where you could fill out a form and just kind of be a call-in person. Like, I talked with somebody, I'm sorry, I missed the name, but they were like, I need to buy a video camera and a mic so I could be on with you. And I just want to figure out peeps that just have the mic, you know, just do it from your phone. And that could be a great opportunity because, again, this is our community show that we get to hang out together and so on and so forth. So bring your topics to this show and become a part of it. But if you're replay, drop your comments. What would you want to discuss this week if you were here or if you missed it? And if you're live, how's it going? Like Supertone and Creature, the Duo Brothers, as well as the Six Lurkers. And if you're here live, let us know, what are you playing currently? I'm assuming you're a gamer if you're here. What are you currently playing? And I am currently not wearing glasses again. I think we're going to go this whole live stream without the glasses because I got LASIK. And it has been, it's just weird. Whenever I look at a computer through the lens of glasses, it just doesn't look good. And I don't know if that's because I got cheapo lenses, but I forked over a lot more money to hopefully get better lenses, and we will see. Shout out to C2 and Rocket, who are also here live. Hola, ¿cómo está? Rocket, The Outer Worlds 1 to get ready for Outer Worlds 2. And that's a very quick story I could bring up that, you know, we've been getting coverage through IGN First, various stuff of The Outer Worlds 2. And if you don't know, they've been showing, like, they gave a full-on, like, 11-minute gameplay video where you could just see somebody walk through it. And then I think earlier last week or this week or something, they talked about the character, like, RPG, like the gameplay RPG mechanics of it, like the builds. And then this week, they talked about the world. And I'm going to tell you right now, I would love to know if you've checked any of these out and are intimidated by the world part. Because the world, it looks like Avowed. And they're bragging about it being, like, bigger and opener, but I just don't think that size matters. Yes, I said that. Yeah.
Oh! Oh my god! Oh! Oh my fucking...
Okay. CN Connoisseur, 56 hours into Assassin's Creed Shadows. I've been very curious to hear anybody playing that, and would love to know what your thoughts are and so far. And that's another story from this week. We're kind of like speedrunning some stories that we could have talked about before we live react to what are the most apparently need to buy or need to own Xbox exclusives. But that's another quick story. Apparently, Assassin's Creed Shadows is like the highest sold Ubisoft game in the UK, I think, and it's like, I think it's the most sold in the US, just behind Monster Hunter Wilds. So Assassin's Creed Shadows doing good sales-wise for Ubisoft, so that's good because they were really relying on that. Creature, favorite non-humanoid boss fight? I wouldn't be able to tell you. I have no idea off the top of my head. That's the one I have to think about. And also, just a quick update. I've been playing South of Midnight. I love that game. It's quite fantastic. South of Midnight. Very, very amazing game. So far, it's reviewing around like the high 7s, maybe low 8s area. And I would say that's an accurate rating. I'm not quite through it yet. I'm like 2/3 the way through. But I have a feeling by the time it's done, it's gonna be that. But first off, let's dive into this Xbox exclusives list. And afterwards, I would love to give you a little check-in on, if you recall, the Codename Goodgame Fantasy Critic. I thought that'd be a neat little quick check-in because I drafted, apparently, one of the highest reviewed games of the year. Very last minute last week, and that paid off. How so? We'll find out afterwards of this best Xbox exclusive list. If you ever want to support the show, feel free to go to patreon.com/SamuraiKBG or soon memberships. But we'll talk about that another time. But again, just shout out to the patrons. Very much appreciate you, like sponsors, Creature and Steffi, as well as longtime supporters like Madsen, Fox, Ninja. Guys, thank you very much for being the supporters you are. I really appreciate you. And the Avowed review I just posted there. If you're curious about my overall thoughts on Avowed, posted a review there. And just more content for you if you feel like supporting the channel. It's just extra. If you want more, then you get more there. But without further ado, what are the best Xbox exclusives according to Gamesradar? This comes from Sam Loveridge, because this is a question. She writes, here's the best Xbox One and Xbox Series, that's very important, exclusives for you to dive into, especially via Game Pass. And we already see the first image is Forza Horizon 4, which is very fair, of an idea. And this is a list that I have been wanting to make a potential, like, I actually at some point do intend to do a full-blown video about, where rather than the exclusives, I just want to talk about, like, the best Xbox first-party titles that have come out. Because I'm tired of people judging what Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox do. That's just, oh, it doesn't count because it wasn't exclusive to their box. No, we need to recognize art for being art. So at some point, I want to do that, just overall the first parties from Xbox and what they've produced under Xbox. But this list, it's much more specific than that, talking about Xbox exclusives you need to own. I'm very curious, if you are listening to this, whether live or replay, what are the 5 games that should be on this list? I want to kind of predict it with you. Like, what are the 5 games that absolutely should be on this list? I can think of a couple. I know for sure there are 2 that I'm like, they bet. Well, actually, no. One of them can't be on this list. I was going to say Psychonauts 2. But that was not an Xbox exclusive when it launched. It was Xbox Game Studios by Double Fine, but that was not an Xbox exclusive. So I guess that will probably not be on this list. If it is, then I don't know what the rules are. Again, best Xbox exclusives you need to own by Sam Loveridge at Gamesradar. And I have not looked at this list. I have not seen it whatsoever, so we are live reacting to this together. I would love if you just don't spoil it for yourself and just react with me. But I do see Rocket going, Halo, Forza, Starfield. Okay, what Forza? Because there's Halo. It's this Xbox One generation and Xbox Series generation. Rocket says Halo and Forza. What Halo? What Forza? C2 says Forza as well. What are the specific, like, what is the specific ones? Because I want to say Halo Infinite on this list. And I don't even know how many. I don't know if it's a top 10. I don't know if it's top 16, 17. I hope Halo Infinite is on this list, because it is a good game. And console-wise, it can only play it on Xbox. For sure, Forza Horizon 5. Let me know if you disagree with that. There's no way Forza Horizon 5 is not on this list. And I already see Rocket watching live is mentioning, yeah, Infinite and Horizon 5. So yeah. And C2's clarifying, yeah, Forza Horizon 5, even though that's not exclusive anymore. I don't know when this list was made. It was made on April 8th, for context. April 8th of this year. So I wonder, actually, that's a good point. Does Forza Horizon 5 make it onto this list? Because it's not Xbox exclusive anymore. Ooh, that's an interesting point. I don't know. I didn't even think of that. Well, I'm going to still say it's on there. And for sure, exclusive. Does Hellblade 2 get on this list? Very curious. Does Hellblade 2 get on this list? Because that is an Xbox exclusive still. I don't know. If it's on this list, it has to be like the bottom. like only because it is technically. Nothing against Hellblade 2. I liked Hellblade 2. I liked it, but I'm just saying it can't be like over certain other things. I don't know. All I can think of is for sure Infinite and Horizon 5. But then the One era, Gears 5. If we're talking about the One era as well, Gears 5. What's the Insomniac game? The Insomniac game that they did that was exclusive to Xbox. What the frick was it? Somebody help me that's live. But that should be on this list for sure. That should for sure be on this list if we're including the One era as well. Horizon 4 for sure. Killer Instinct? C2's got it. Sunset Overdrive. That has to be on this list. Gears Tactics could. I thought Gears Tactics. Ori. Well, Ori's not exclusive anymore. It was for a while, but now it's on Switch. So I guess not Ori. That's a whole other side of this. I didn't even think of like, oh, we need to think of what is still exclusive or not as of like April 8th. That's a good point. I didn't even think of that. C2 Killer Instinct is a good one. I forgot about that. Killer Instinct, man. That's a good shout. Master Chief Collection. That is still currently exclusive to Xbox. That has to be on this. That's kind of a cop-out. But I think that game as a collection makes it stand on its own. I can't think of anything else. I don't see anybody else think of anything else either. Any final guesses as to what could be on this list of the best Xbox exclusives you need to own from the Xbox One and Xbox Series era? I'm excited. This is going to be fun. I've been looking forward to this. I can't think of anything else we listed. Killer Instinct, Halo Infinite. Will Forza Horizon 5 be on this list since it's not exclusive anymore? Gears 5, for sure. I would vote Master Chief Collection. Sunset Overdrive. Yeah. That's funny because I'm curious. Now I'm curious to be reminded. Let's do it. Okay. I'm going to read this first part. The best Xbox exclusives are like a guided tour of the must-plays available as part of Microsoft Gaming's ecosystem, like the Xbox Series X and the delightful Game Pass. However, with Microsoft taking a lot of its titles multi-platform this year, Xbox players may be wondering what titles are truly theirs without any PlayStation 5 interference. Well, that's where we come in. Interesting. That means I don't think Forza Horizon 5 is on this list. I don't think it's on this list. Thankfully, there's still plenty of Xbox-only titles to go through, and even some upcoming Series X games that will undoubtedly add to our list below in time. Most recently, South of Midnight dropped. South of Midnight! Oh! This was done in April! South of Midnight and Avowed could be on this. Because they're both still exclusive. As much as people think Xbox is going multi-platform, those are... Oh! I forgot! Yeah, those are super recent. They could be on here. I would put both those over Hellblade 2. Would you guys put, if you've played them, Avowed and South of Midnight over Hellblade 2? I was looking forward to Hellblade 2, man, but unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna... It's either not making this list, or it's at the very bottom. But yeah, most recently South of Midnight dropped. While it didn't make our top picks. Oh no, it does highlight how exclusives are very much still a thing, from classic franchises such as Halo and Gears of War to newer outings such as Avowed and Stalker 2. Stalker 2! There's plenty to keep you busy. If you're looking for more recommendations that include multi-platform releases, you can also check out our lists of the best Xbox One games and best Xbox Game Pass games. If you're short on hard drive space or in need of add-ons, have a gander at our roundup for best Xbox. Blah, 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 blah. But if you want the best exclusives, read on for 15 unmissable classics. 15. 15. Well, they already spoiled that South of Midnight didn't make it on. I have to say, I have to say, if South of Midnight made this list, or sorry, if South of Midnight is not on this list, but Hellblade 2 is, it's already a shit list. If Hellblade 2 is on this list, but South of Midnight isn't, that's bullshit. That's the other thing we have to figure out too. Like, here's what I'm gonna do actually. I'm gonna make a poll. Because, wait a minute, let me make sure, I just want to make sure the questions, okay, there wasn't any questions. I want to make a poll that's going to be going on the whole time. Is this list crap or crab? Crap means it's bad. Crab means it's tasty. Tasty might mean something else, but I'm going to say yeah. I'm really curious about this, man. I'm really curious. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to get the chat in here. Okay. All right, are we ready? Okay. Rocket, I feel like it's hard to remember what's exclusive and what's not, lol. We're about to find out. Okay. I need to add you guys to another window, sorry. All right. If South of Midnight is not on this list, but Hellblade 2 is, I'm going to throw a fit, dude. It's already going to be shit. I'm really scared. I'm really scared. I want this to be good. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Number 15. Number 15. It's Hellblade 2! It's Hellblade 2! It's Senua's, number 15 is Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 by Ninja Theory. Oh, they have a read-up. Okay, let's read the read-up. But South of Midnight better be on this list. I will be pissed. Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 as a sequel had a lot to live up to, and oh boy, it doesn't disappoint. The follow-up to 2017's Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, this Xbox exclusive is hauntingly beautiful as players travel through Iceland as well as Senua's trauma in order to save her people. Nearly every aspect of the first game has been improved here, be it the visuals or the new combo-based combat system. From photorealistic graphics, environmental puzzles, and plenty of lore and collectibles to uncover, this title makes for a perfect single-player experience. A perfect single-player experience. I disagree. Like, if South of Midnight was on this list, this is fine. Like, if you do a top 15, I think Hellblade should be in, like, 12 to 15. I think it should be in, like, that area. I would agree with that, but I hope they were not telling the truth with South of Midnight not being on this list. So far everybody's saying crab already. I hope I'm at crap. I am at crap because that is a bad start. Well, maybe they set wrong expectations. I'm just going to assume. Let me just check this one more time. Most recently, South of Midnight dropped, and while it didn't make our top picks, see, if that's not in here, this is already crap list because South of Midnight deserves to be over Hellblade 2. But let's see what's number 2. At number 2, or at number 14. Microsoft Flight Simulator? Developer Asobo Studios. Sometimes you just want to see what your house looks like from the seat of a Boeing 747, and Microsoft Flight Sim is more than happy to oblige that insatiable curiosity. The beloved franchise flew back into our hearts by giving you all the options you'd expect from Flight Simulator. Immaculately crafted planes and stunning vistas to soar over, as well as the sort of tranquil experience you'd want when 50,000 feet up in the air. Tranquil until you have to land the plane again. I'm not into this list. I think this is a crap list. Or a crap with a P. A crap list. Flight Simulator, you guys are going to get glimpses if I do make like a top 10 first party, not exclusives, but first party video. Flight Simulator is going to be like, it has to be in the top 10. It has to be. Even if that game isn't for everybody, it is still immaculate for what it is. C2 says, I figured Flight Simulator would be on here. I just can't get behind it. Supertone, I want to change my vote. Can you not? Does it not allow you to change your vote? Or is it like a all or nothing? Sorry, I thought that could be changed during the stream. My bad. If that's the case, I don't want to keep that poll going. Can you guys let me know if you're here live, if it doesn't allow you to change your vote? I thought that'd be fun to see, like... Yeah, but... Dog tag flying. Yeah, no, I am so far not into this list. Flight Simulator deserves to be on here, but I think it needs to be like at least 9. Like bare minimum 9. I don't know, man. Nope, we gotta lock it in. Okay, then I'm gonna end that poll. Because I want that to be, so we're gonna have to. So we're just going to spam the chat. If you are watching live, then just as we go, type crab or crap. Crab or crap as we go. So if it's crap, that means you don't like it or you don't agree with it. If it's crab-a, that means you like it and it's tasty. So far, I'm at crap. But let me know where you sit. At number 13. For the best, or the must-own Xbox exclusives. No way! No way! I mean, okay, it's on PlayStation 5. Then Forza Horizon 5 has to be on this list. But also, no, even, forget the exclusives conversation. Sorry, number 13 is Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is number 13. I have a lot to say about this. So, they say, for the write-up, developer Machine Games. Sorry, PlayStation 5 players, but Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is an Xbox and PC exclusive until spring 2025. It's also a must-play and is honestly one of the best adventure games to come out in 2024. So you'll want to check this title out as soon as you can. Set in 1937, you get to take on the role of famed fedora-wearing professor as you embark on a global quest to stop the Nazis from getting their evil hands on a powerful artifact. There are puzzles, sleek combat mechanics, and plenty of cinematics that truly make you feel like you're in a classic Spielberg movie here. In fact, this is the best indie game that we've seen in 30-odd years, as it makes sure that the story is captivating throughout your playtime, and that gameplay never feels repetitive either. This is a shit list. We need to change it from crap to shit. No way this is not in the top 10. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, as much as I didn't love the game, I admit, I didn't love the game as much as a lot of other people. Unanimously, like, it was nominated at the DICE Awards. It was nominated for Game of the Year. I wonder if they put it this low because of the exclusive conversation? Like it's about to not be exclusive, so they felt bad putting it so high on the list? There's no way. I don't know. I'm very curious what you think about that. Apparently, on this Gamesradar list of 15 Xbox exclusives you must own. It's for both the Xbox One and the Xbox Series era, so that's fair. There might be a lot of Xbox One games that's going to come up here that they put over these. But I don't think Indiana Jones The Great Circle... Indiana Jones The Great Circle and Microsoft Flight Sim should be in the top 10. That is my personal opinion. DogTech says I haven't tried any yet. Ugh. It's good, but just focus on the story, in my opinion. If you want more, just focus on the story, and then you'll have plenty of content to do afterwards. At number 12, at the must-own Xbox exclusives is Quantum Break. Oh, this list just got interesting. This list just got interesting. Quantum Break. Did anybody remember that? You remember Quantum Break? Quantum Break by developer Remedy Entertainment. It's an action game, and yes, it's on Game Pass. It might have overextended a bit with its experimental TV tie-in elements, but Quantum Break from Remedy Entertainment, aka makers of Max Payne and Alan Wake, has moments where its mix of third-person shooting and a temporal powers really soars. As Jack Joyce, played by Sean Ashmore, the lead in a relatively star-studded cast, you've stumbled into a time-manipulating godhood and must use your newfound superpowers to wipe out waves of armed goods and prevent the cataclysmic end of time. It's worth playing Quantum Break just for those moments when you've trapped enemies in a prism-like stasis bubble, peppered them with soon-to-be unfrozen bullets, then warp-dashed over to another baddie for a melee takedown, all in the span of a few seconds. That does sound quite amazing. Like, that description, that was a very good description. And I say this as somebody that hasn't played Quantum Break. But I'm curious. I want to look up Quantum Break on OpenCritic. Redfall's going to hit 10 minutes. If Redfall's on this list, no. No. If Redfall's on this list, So, currently on OpenCritic, Quantum Break sits at 78. 78. Like, it's a good game, but I don't know. Very curious. This is, I don't know, does anybody, whether replay or if you're here live, does anybody have any history with Quantum Break? C2, this list is funny. I would hope it. I would love to do more stuff like this, man, for just, like, especially the solo shows. I would love to just, like, have a conversation with everybody that's just kind of for fun rather than something that's kind of, like, immediate. Just a neat thing to listen to while you chill or drive or do chores or whatever. Dogtag Duke, Quantum over Indie. Huh. It was okay. Quantum Break over Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones is mighty on OpenCritic. It's at a mighty. C2, yeah, lol. Over, under, will Redfall be in this list? I don't know. Redfall is not on this list. There's no way they put Redfall. If Redfall is on this list, this is a shit list. There's no way. Rocket, I tried, but it got repetitive. Dogtag, it was alright. The TV show episodes between acts of gameplay was interesting. And Ants, I played it back in 2019 and enjoyed it on Steam. Man. So I'm hearing a lot of folks say, like, yeah, it was alright, basically. It was okay. And that's what I've heard about Quantum Break. Like, it's not bad, but it's not great, you know? So very interesting. They put Quantum Break over Microsoft Flight Sim and Indiana Jones? I think this is a crap list. Where are we sitting at? Is it crap or is it crab? Number 11. Halo, the Master Chief Collection. Okay. I hope the actual top 10 deserve to be over the Master Chief Collection. Because Master Chief Collection, well, let's read this first. Let's read what they say. So, by developer 343 Industries, you can't really say you've owned an Xbox unless you played at least one Halo game. It's a series that cemented the console's gaming credentials, and for that reason, the Master Chief Collection is pretty damn near essential. Not only does it include Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4, but also optionally remasters the earlier games so you can enjoy them as they were originally created, or in a spruced up high-fidelity version. There's even multiplayer, although that had a rocky start, and a few years later, isn't as busy as it used to be. No, the main draw here is the chance to play through 4 of Xbox's formative games in their best possible versions. True. The early games are remade with improved graphics, there are frame rate boosts, redone high-res cutscenes, and more. Everything done up to a modern standard, remastering and reinvigorating the classics. That's Halo Master Chief Collection at number 11 for the Xbox exclusives you must own. depends. It really depends. What does people watching think? I see Dog Tag already responding. Over Flight Sim is a sin. Master Chief Collection should be number 1, Dog Tag says. For me, it's like I don't think it should. I don't think it should be like higher than 8 because as it says, this is a collection of games that have already happened, you know, and it's the best way to play those games. I don't think remakes, remasters, stuff like that should top a list ever. Even if it's my favorite game franchise of all time, which Halo is. It's my favorite game franchise of all time, but I don't feel it should just be at the top of the list for being a great collection of great games. I think 11 is a fair spot, depending on what's above it. That's my personal take with Master Chief Collection at number 11 for best Xbox exclusives. C2, this list is terrible. Nothing after this will change the list. Already being terrible. I mean, okay, so as we approach the top 10, is that really true? Is there nothing that could possibly save this? Supertone, I mean, it's a chance to play the Halo, is it not? It had its time to shine already. Exactly, it's like Halo, it's already, yeah, these are fantastic games, but they are from the original Xbox era, the 360 era, so... yeah. I think this list can be saved. I just don't know how. I don't know how they come back after putting Flight Sim and Indiana Jones in the bottom area, and especially if it doesn't include South of Midnight. But let's see what's next. Number 10 for must-own Xbox exclusives from the Xbox One and Series era is Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl at number 10. Very interesting. Above Indiana Jones and Flight Sim. I think those are the only two that I'm like a little bit miffed about. Let's see. Stalker 2 at number 10. By GSC Game World. Genre survival. Yes, it's on Game Pass. While Stalker 2 has plenty of issues, we still count it as one of the best games of 2024 because of its scale, gripping world, and compelling gameplay. Sure, it's still a bit of a buggy mess, but it's one of the best open world games on the market as well. In this Xbox exclusive, you play as a Ukrainian Marine who finds himself smuggled into the zone by a scientist. While trying to earn money, you have to face radioactive dangers and plenty of mutants roaming around the disaster area. The zone is atmospheric, the gunfights are superb, and the level of brutal challenge is actually surprisingly fun to try and conquer. The good news is that Stalker 2 is also on Game Pass. Currently, there's no PS5 date, so this looks to be an exclusive for the foreseeable future as well. So, we need to keep that in mind. This is a Xbox exclusives list, so maybe that's a factor, you know, like why they put something so high or low. But it's interesting. Yeah, what's everybody's experience with Stalker 2? Because that is something that I wanted to play last year, but I just didn't because I'm just too fatigued on open worlds. That's the only reason. It was one of my most anticipated games of the year, but by the time it came out, I was just too fatigued on open worlds, so I just couldn't do it. And I have heard very back and forth. I have heard some people not into it. I have heard some people very into it. Very mixed. Very much a Quantum Break situation. So it's very curious to see it this high in the list. I do see C2 saying that seems low to me. Yeah, I wonder, yeah. So Stalker 2 is number 10 in this Xbox exclusives list from the Xbox One and Series era. Do you think that should be higher or lower? Dog Tag couldn't get into Stalker 2. Metro is one of the favorite franchises, so I don't know why I didn't like it. I mean, I hear Metro and Stalker are very comparable, but just a little bit different in terms of vibe, perhaps. Dog Tag, it just felt like an unpolished and uninspired Metro Exodus. Very bullet spongy, not for me. It's interesting you say bullet spongy, because I was hearing, like, Stalker 2 is very challenging. Like, that's what I was hearing with the survival aspects and everything. But who knows? Number 9 for the must-own Xbox exclusive for the Xbox One and Series era is... Let's go! Okay, I have a feeling this should be in the top, 6. Sunset Overdrive at number 9. Developer Insomniac Games. It's action, and yes, it's on Game Pass. Number 9, Sunset Overdrive. Insomniac Games made a name for themselves with the beloved Ratchet & Clank series, famous for their varied assortments of outlandish weaponry, so the studio decided to take the expertise in crafting absurd artillery and built an open-world, jet-set radio-style metropolis, bursting with color around it, and infused the chaotic proceedings with a healthy dose of punk rock attitude. Sunset Overdrive lets you pull off some spectacularly absurd feats of mass destruction where you can launch bowling bowls, fireworks, explosive teddy bears, and more, mowing down hordes of mutants, robots, and bizarre gang members while you grind along telephone poles with your physics-defying sneakers. Its attempt at edgy humor constantly falls flat, but the sheer fun and freedom of grinding, flipping, and air dashing around Sunset Overdrive's urban playground makes it well worth a go. This is the most accurate one on this list, in my opinion. I see Creature asking if I've played this. I have not, but I have heard so much positive word of mouth for it. Everybody I know that's played it, or at least critic-wise, like actual journalists. I don't know about just like, casual consumers like you and me, but in terms of like journalists, they all praise this game. And Sunset Overdrive, it was a great title to start the Xbox One off with that unfortunately a lot of people just didn't get to play because they were turned off by what the Xbox One was doing. So I give this one, number 9, Sunset Overdrive, a
nice.
Yeah. I don't know. Where are we at so far? Do you think this list is crap or crab? Very curious where we're sitting. It's starting to redeem. I'm still leaning to the crap area just because of those first. But you know what? Maybe there's a lot of Xbox One exclusives that we just forgot about. We haven't seen Gears 5. We haven't seen Halo Infinite. There might be stuff. There might be stuff. I'm gonna have cautious optimism for the rest of this list. Number 8. Forza Motorsport 7. I would swap these two. I would put Forza Motorsport where Sunset Overdrive is and Sunset Overdrive on this spot or one more higher, whatever is at number 7. But anyways, number 8 is Forza Motorsport 7, aka the newest one, I believe, right? No. Wait, is Forza Motorsport 7 the newest, or is that the one before? I think it's the one before the most recent one. I think it's the one before the newest one. Here, I want to check this really quick. They have a... Oh. Wait. Okay, well, let's just read this. So, at number 8, Forza Motorsport 7. After a questionable previous installment from Turn 10 Studios, Forza Motorsport 7 finally perfects its racing game. Everything is as flawless as those 4K visuals with better AI, improved handling, and more substantial collisions. Everything needed to make the cars all feel superb. Excuse me. The precision of the controls creates some great moments as you push cars to their limits, screaming around corners on the edge of the tire's grip. It all combines to deliver an experience that's both realistic and fun, as long as you don't mind working for it, as some of the progression can be a little bit demanding as you try to collect cars and win events to get even further. But even though there's a hint of grind, this is still one of the best racing games currently available. I'm looking this up. Yes, I'm correct. Okay, so Forza Motorsport 7 was the last one before they did the newest Motorsport, where they just got rid of the numbers. That's why. It's like, because the newest Motorsport just doesn't have a number on it. So, yeah, this was released in September 19th, 2017. So this was for the Xbox One. I heard great things about this one. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Forza Motorsport 7 is on this list, but not the 2023 one. I would not be surprised, because I heard great things about Motorsport 7. But the newest one, it's like, yeah, it's good, but just not quite as, like, amazing as 7, like, perfected things. So, I don't know if anybody's got thoughts on that. DocDac says, 6 was better. 7 was when they got rid of drivatars during online private matches. Those of us who are bad at the game couldn't race AI with our friends anymore. Oh. And Rocket says it's not even available, though. Is that true? I believe that. Because they're always just wanting to post like whatever the newest one is. I mean, the list isn't about being available. It's about just, for the time. What was amazing for the time. So I don't know. I have a feeling this is kind of fair. I have a feeling it deserves to be in the top 10. I can't vouch for it because I haven't played it. Dogtag is asking any predictions for number 1. I'm guessing Forza Horizon 5 and Halo Infinite at number 2. Forza shouldn't be, but everyone praises it unconditionally for some reason. It's not unconditional at all whatsoever, Dogtag. It's a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. It is an absolute 10 out of 10 masterpiece. And unfortunately, it doesn't have a Game of the Year award to prove it, but it has the freaking critical praise for very good reason. As a racing game, it is beyond flawless, and we would not have Mario Kart World without Forza Horizon 5. We would not have Mario Kart World without Forza Horizon 5. Ooh, Cause says Sea of Thieves! Sea of Thieves has to be on this list. There's no way. Well, wait, Sea of Thieves is on PlayStation 5 now. Sea of Thieves can't be on this list because it's on PlayStation 5. I don't know. I don't know what's going to be number 1. There's no way it's Halo Infinite. I don't know. I have no idea what could be number 1. Let's find out. Okay. Number 7 for must-own Xbox exclusive in the Series and 1 era is... Number 7 is Halo Infinite. Number 7 is Halo Infinite. Number 7, Halo Infinite from 343 Industries. Halo Infinite might have been years in the making with some Craig-sized bumps along the way, but by the time it finally hit consoles, fans were rightly wowed by the game's focus on compelling multiplayer alongside the vast open world that shakes up Halo's single-player story. Not only does this feel like the most vital Halo since 2010's Halo Reach, but the addition of the grapple hook gives Chief a pleasing maneuverability that makes firefights even more satisfyingly chaotic. Halo Infinite deserves to be in the top 10. I'm going to fight for that. Halo Infinite won the Player's Choice Awards at the Game Awards the year it came out because a lot of people were like, hey, this game deserves some love. The only bad thing about Halo Infinite that people were kind of bitching about is just the live service aspect. It just couldn't keep up with the promises that it was making. And yeah, it launched a bit bare bones, but people would have been able to keep up with that if they actually had a 3-month season. There's a whole conversation we could have about Infinite, but I think it absolutely deserves to be in the top 10 here. Number 7, I think that's a fair spot. I think it's a fair spot for Halo Infinite. Like, just purely based off the campaign alone, and the multiplayer is very fun, especially if they're thinking just for the time. Today, Infinite could be number 6, maybe even number 5, but it just doesn't have that same feel because not everybody is playing it. I don't know. I'm cool with this. I'm cool with Infinite being number 7 for must-own Xbox exclusives. What do you think? Shout out to all you guys watching live. Dogtag, Halo Infinite is solid, better than COD and Battlefield that year. True. Very true. Rocket says it was a good Halo. And Supertone, maybe Age of Empires will be here. Be it 2 or 4? No, wait. 2 is on PS5? I don't know. Age of Empires 4... I don't know if... Yes, I think that is on PlayStation 5. I don't know. See, now we're just questioning, like, what is Xbox exclusive? What is it? I want to keep going. Let's go. Number 6. Gears 5? I have no idea what's in the top 5 of this list. I have no idea. If Gears 5 is number 6, and we've covered Halo Infinite and Flight Sim and everything we've seen so far, I have no idea. And if you're just joining, I see Dogtag going, but that was for previous gen. No, this is a list for both Xbox One and Series era. So that's why we saw Sunset Overdrive earlier. So this is for the One and Series era. So I knew Gears 5 had to be on this list. It had to be, but I admit, I thought it was going to be top 5. Gears 5 by the Coalition, following straight from the events of Gears of War 4, Gears 5, as it is now simply called, focuses on the story of Kate Diaz. Struggling to come to terms with the death of her mother, Kate is now focused on finding out more about her past after, in her mother's last moments, she passed a necklace that bears the Locust Horde icon. All the favorites are back too, of course, from Marcus to his son JD, and in all of its brilliance, Gears experience. It's not just limited to single-player or brilliant co-op story moments, though, as there's an extensive multiplayer component to the game, too, ranging from PvP frays to a glorious horde mode that literally keeps on giving. Man, Gears 5 is such a good game. It's been so long. Sometimes I miss it. Like, sometimes I just miss. It's like, I know Gears E-Day is coming, and it's going to be cool. But I think the multiplayer experience for Gears 5 is bee's knees. The campaign, yeah, it's good. It's good. I like the campaign. I didn't care for the open world parts of it, but I like the campaign. But the multiplayer, that is crab. Crap or crab? The multiplayer was crab. It was very juicy, very tasty. I loved the horde and escape aspect that you like kind of have an RPG for different characters that you could build up and you could customize like how you want to build them just for those PvE experiences. Oh, Gears 5 was so good. That's why I'm like, man, not in the top 5? That's a little bit wild to me. I think that should be top 5. What do people watching live think, though? I see Dogtag saying something insane. We're going to get back to that. But Creature says, this is exactly where I expected Gears 5 to be. Oh, I don't know. Like, I thought maybe 4. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna be reminded of great ass exclusives. I'm gonna be reminded of great exclusives. But Rocket says the Gears 5 campaign was mid. And that's what I mean. Like, I loved Gears 5 for the multiplayer. Like, not for the campaign, but for the multiplayer. But Dogtag says, Halo 5 better not be above Infinite. Halo 5 can't be on this list. If it's on this list, this is a shit list. There's no way. There's no way Halo 5 is on this list. Can you imagine? No way. If Halo 5 is on this list, I'm gonna die. The South of Midnight deserved to be on this list, man. It's really good. And I don't think Avowed, so let's think of some things that could be here. There's 5 entries left. What could be on this list for must-own Xbox exclusives? And based off the way they've been structuring it, they do have to be exclusive. Because what they put Indiana Jones earlier, I can't believe how low they put it, but they mentioned, like, for now, it's still Xbox exclusive. So they are trying to hold true to that. That means we don't see Hi-Fi Rush. We don't see Sea of Thieves. We don't see Psychonauts 2. We don't see Black Ops 6. We don't see Pentiment. Pentiment. We don't see Ori. There's a lot of games we won't see if they are only putting on things that are currently Xbox exclusive. Sea of Thieves, we won't see Sea of Thieves or Forza Horizon 5. If it has to be exclusive, Sea of Thieves and Forza Horizon 5 are currently on PlayStation 5 or Switch or whatever. Rocket brings up a good one, Starfield. Starfield has not come up yet, but I personally would not put Starfield above Gears 5. I think it should be about the same level as Infinite. I would put Infinite above Starfield, but I feel like it just, like, overall, I think Starfield should be like number 7 or something, but not in the top 5. Starfield's on here. That's a good shout. I think Starfield's on here. Let's find out. Number 5 of the must-own Xbox exclusive for the Xbox One and Series era is... What? This changes everything. Forza Horizon 5 is number 5. Anything can be here now. Anything can be here now. If Forza Horizon 5 can be on this list, then anything can be here now. I need to see their explanation, and then we need to figure this out. Let's see if their explanation... Because now this list is confusing. Now this list is very confusing. Yeah, objection. A freaking...
Nani?
No. Okay, so Forza Horizon 5 is number 5 for the must-own Xbox exclusives by developer Playground Games. The Forza Horizon series is undoubtedly the best racer going at the moment. Facts. And this latest entry's jaunt to Mexico continues the hot streak. The South American country hosts plenty of thrilling locations to screech through, from drifting around a volcano to skidding around swamps. With the fleet of cars you race in as eye-meltingly fast as you'd hope for, and if you want to make sure that you've got a full set, we've got the Forza Horizon 5 barn find locations to help you test them all out. But before you go zooming away, peek at our... Okay, so, you know what it is? Because they put Indiana Jones in this list. Maybe it's not out for PlayStation 5 yet. Because I think it is supposed to come out in spring. Oh, it's not out yet. Oh, it's not out yet. That's why. That's why. Okay. So, I that's right. It comes out in the spring. I forgot about that. I thought it was already out. Okay. So, Forza Horizon 5 supposedly comes out on the 28th of April. On the 28th. So, it just barely made the list. Man. I think they should have brought that up, just like Indiana Jones, right? They should have, if they brought that up with Indiana Jones, they should have brought it up with freaking Forza Horizon. Sea of Thieves is already out. Okay, so now we need to remember. So Ori's been out for a while. Sea of Thieves has been out. Hi-Fi Rush happened. Yeah. The only things that I don't know are out yet is Age of Empires, Forza Horizon 5, Indiana Jones. I think those are the only ones, right? I think those are the only ones. So yeah, I think Forza Horizon 5 is like the last exception, question mark? The Last of Us. I see Rocket. Supertone, what could possibly be the next 4? I don't know. Dude, Avowed's gonna be on here. Avowed is a good game, but I just don't think top 5? No. And if you don't put South of Midnight? No. No. If you're just joining, we are going over, we are live reacting to what Gamesradar, deems as top 15 must-own Xbox exclusives. These are games that are only available on Xbox currently. They spoke about that with Indiana Jones earlier, and now they just brought up Forza Horizon 5 because technically they wrote this on April 8th. So technically, as they wrote this, Forza Horizon 5 is still Xbox exclusive, so just barely made the cut. And this is for the Xbox One and Series era, so number 5. I don't know what's remaining. Dog Tech 2, I just don't see it. Like, if Forza Horizon 5 is eligible, hands down top 3. It needs to be in the top 3. There's no way. Like at least top 5. But it's like everything that you put over Forza Horizon 5, this has to be masterpieces. If they're not masterpiece, like 10 out of 10s, Starfield doesn't deserve to be above Forza Horizon 5. Okay, maybe. That's debatable. Avowed should not be above it. South of Midnight, I don't think should so either. There's very few things that I think, I know we're going to have disagreements. I already know there's 1 or 2 folks watching live that's like, I didn't really care for Forza Horizon 5, and that's fine. But just universal acclaim, I don't know. MuStore, yeah, so if you're just joining, Halo Infinite and Halo Collection is already on this list. We'll recap it after we get through. I see folks asking. We'll recap it at the end to see what happens. But I guess let's find out what number 4 is. Number 4. You're freaking lying. Avowed. Number 4 is Avowed. Okay, let's read it by Obsidian Entertainment. Avowed is one of the best Xbox exclusives to release in 2025, period. Developed by Obsidian Entertainment, the minds behind Fallout New Vegas, and set in the Pillars of Eternity universe, the game is an exploration masterpiece that rewards you for discovering every nook and cranny of a stunning, detailed, fantastical world. Of course, there is classic fantasy storyline in Avowed as well to enjoy. You are a godlike envoy from the Adir Empire who is sent to the Living Lands in order to stop the spread of a mysterious illness known as the Dream Scourge. As you embark on quests, side quests, and take on bounties, You'll soon be hooked into everything that Avowed has to offer. Trust us. Avowed over Forza Horizon 5, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Gears 5, and Sunset Overdrive? No. And hey, if you loved Avowed, I'm not belittling you. I swear. Like, that's awesome if you loved Avowed. That's great. I am just thinking of it in a, like, wide acclaim. Like, just what is the universal acclaim that people felt about these things? I don't. Avowed over the 5 games I listed? I don't think so. Maybe it's like the most approachable, but I don't know. I don't feel good about that. I don't know if this list can be saved. Number 1 is Scalebound. Man. Dog tag. Avowed? Nah. Gamesradar loved Avowed in their interview. Or in their review. And hey, it's on anything else and not anything like it. Or not anything else. Wait. And hey, it's not on anything else and not like anything else. I mean, is it not like Elder Scrolls or other fantasy RPGs or Dragon Age and so on? Like, yeah, it's different tone. I don't know. In my own personal opinion on Avowed, which shouldn't matter into this list, is that it is a very safe game. I think it's a good game. It's a solid, like, 7 out of 10, maybe soft 8. But it just is very, very safe throughout the whole thing. It doesn't do much that's, like, super innovative or first of its kind feeling. It just kind of feels like a follow-up to so many other games. But it's a good game. And I think it should be on this list. I think it should, but just number 4? I don't know. I don't know what else is on this list. Number 3 for must-own Xbox exclusives. Starfield. Okay. You know, Starfield being in the top 5, I could accept that. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of Starfield, I could accept that. But number 3 is Starfield by Bethesda Studios. Bethesda Game Studios' epic space RPG has arrived, and although Starfield isn't taking the number 1 slot in our best Xbox exclusive list, it still is one of the best out there. Join Constellation as they look for the mysteries of the cosmos and meet friends and foes alike, become a space pirate, or just spend literal days building your very own spaceship. My favorite thing to do in the game. Starfield is not short of things to do and planets to discover. I can, like, even though I personally wouldn't put it in the top 5, I can accept this. I can very much, like I don't have problems with Starfield being in the top 5. I still question putting it over things like Indiana Jones and Forza Horizon 5 and stuff, but like, I can accept this. I can accept this much more. Even though Starfield was kind of reviewing overall, like around that 8 out of 10 area, it's still like something that people were really looking forward to that didn't quite disappoint, but a lot of people loved it. And so like, I could accept this. I think this is a fair thing. I don't think this saves the list or anything, but very curious what everybody else thinks. If you're watching the replay or live. AP says compared to their competitors' first party, AP, I love Starfield. It's my jam. Rocket, I think it being a Bethesda RPG counts for a lot. And that's what I think too. I wonder if just like, you know, the Bethesda RPG element just kind of boosted it up a couple numbers, you know? Mewstore, I would be hyped for Fable on PS5. No Fable this year. So what's the top 3? Okay, we're about to hit the top 3. What are they? This has been fun, guys. This has lasted a long time. We need to wrap this up. This has lasted the whole show. I did not expect this. This is the last. I'm like, please, I would love feedback, by the way, whether you're here live or not. I really would love feedback as to like how you feel about this, because this would be really fun to do every now and then. And just like, I think this is cool. It gives us something to do, especially if we don't have a guest. And I think this would be more fun. I should have asked like Colt Eastwood or something to join me on the show for this, because this would have been a lot of fun. So what remains of this Xbox exclusive must-own list? We've covered a lot of the ones that we figured would be there, and I see you dropping freaking Redfall. No. If they put Redfall at number 1, this is a troll list. This is a troll list. I see Sea of Thieves, but Sea of Thieves is on PlayStation 5. Let me double check. Let me double check. If Sea of Thieves is not currently on PlayStation 5, then there's a chance. But I could have swore, Sea of Thieves launches on PS5 on April 30th. Oh, wait. See, I saw a bunch of sales stories about Sea of Thieves. Wait, Sea of Thieves, this is from IGN. This was posted April 18th. No, what? I could have sworn this was like weeks ago. Sea of Thieves sales passed 40 million players ahead of PS5 launch. As Sea of Thieves purchase set sale for PS5, developer has announced 40 million players since launching in 2018. Sea of Thieves launches on PS5 on April 30th. I could have sworn it was already out. Oh, Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is in here. Oh, I was excited. Sea of Thieves is in it. Holy shit. I could have swore. Now I'm questioning everything. Is Hi-Fi Rush out? There's no way. There's no way. Hi-Fi Rush came out for freaking PS5. There's no way. Okay, March 19th for PS5. I don't know if that was last year or this year. I'm just going to assume on March 19th. I'm going to, okay, Hi-Fi Rush is definitely out. So, okay, Hi-Fi Rush is definitely out. Sea of Thieves is for sure one of these. I don't know what the rest are, but there's no way Sea of Thieves is not on this list. Super Toad, stop it with the Redfall for number 1. Ooh, Dog Tag Duke, Gears 4. Gears 4 is a good shout. Outer Worlds was not exclusive, so that won't be on here. Halo 5, no freaking way. No freaking way. You put Halo 5 over Master Chief Collection and Halo Infinite? Get the freak out of here. Hi-Fi Rush was one of the first Xbox exclusives. Yeah, but they're ruling out the things that are no longer exclusive. So I'm confused. Wait, I see somebody saying Sea of Thieves was last year. PS5 release date. Oh, it was last year. Okay, I'm not crazy. Sea of Thieves was last year, so it's not going to be on here. Okay. April 30th, 2024. So that was last year. Okay. So I just got excited for nothing. So let's just find this out. Let's just find this out. At number 3. Or number 2. I don't understand this list anymore. You said the Xbox One and the Xbox Series era. And number 2 is Fable 2? What? Fable... Okay, let's read this. Number 2, Fable 2. When we talk about the best RPG games of all time, by Lionhead Studios, by the way, Fable 2 always comes up in conversation. Developed by Lionhead Studios, in Fable 2, you can be any kind of hero you want to be, if you're prepared for the consequences. Every action you take in this game matters, as the morality system follows your every move, so as your character works to save the world from destruction, keep in mind all the witnesses. If you love role-playing or want to recap ahead of Fable 4, then this is the game for you. We needed to check the clarifications of this list again. At the beginning, this list said, the best Xbox exclusives are like, however, thankfully there are still plenty of Xbox-only titles. I'm just rereading all these. I'm rereading the prerequisites of this. It says below the title of this, here's the best Xbox One and Xbox Series X exclusives for you to dive into. So why is Fable 2 on this list? I don't know what's going to happen anymore. I have no idea. I'm confused. I'm confused. This is a shit list. This is a shit list. I see so many people reacting watching live. Didn't it get a remaster for Xbox One? Did it? But dude, that's not, no, we need to punch that out of here. I see AP, bro. Dog tag, it did not get a remaster. Fable 1 did for 360. This list is in reverse. Dog tag, so what? Halo 3 is number 1? Where's Gears 1 if we're taking 360 games? Exactly! I don't have faith in this list anymore. Let's just find out. At number 1, for the must-own Xbox exclusives, for supposedly Xbox One and Series X, but apparently not, I have no idea what's number 1 anymore. Like, if it's just all of Xbox, freaking Halo 1 or Halo 3, but we already put Master Chief Collection, so what do we do? At number 1. I don't understand this list. I don't understand this list. I don't understand this list. I have no idea what this list even means. I don't. No, we don't get that. We don't get that. There's no nice. There's no clapping. There's no nothing. Just. I don't understand. Number 1 is Psychonauts 2. Now listen, and I already see some people in the chat, and we're going to talk about this. I am not reacting because of the quality. I am reacting because what the prerequisites of this list was established to be. So here we go. Number 1, Psychonauts 2, for the must-own Xbox exclusives. By Double Fine. Some 16 years after the original game was released, we finally got a sequel. Thankfully, though, Psychonauts 2 was more than worth the wait, delivering a fantastical, whimsical tour through various minds against a soundtrack that'll get your feet tapping. It's a fantastic platformer with levels that are so brilliantly designed that you'll be thinking of them for years to come. True. Plus, there's a handy recap at the start of the game so you don't have to play the original to get stuck in. Okay, here's the problem. Psychonauts 2, I was telling you, at some point, I do want to do a video about what are, like, if I ranked every first-party Xbox game I've played since the Xbox Series era, like, I do want to do that video. And I'm going to spoil for you, Psychonauts 2 is in the top 3.
Oh my God.
Top 3. Psychonauts 2 is the bee's knees. No question. It is freaking awesome. No question. We just need a freaking... No way. Like, Psychonauts 2 is freaking awesome. Psychonauts 2 is the best Xbox first party, and I will fight on that. But... that was probably a lot. But listen. As I see Mew saying, Psychonauts 2 is actually on PlayStation, if I remember. Yes! Psychonauts 2 is... It was released day and date on PlayStation. That's not an Xbox exclusive. I'm going to look it up. And if I'm wrong, I'm surprised. I'm literally looking at it right now. Release platforms. PlayStation 4, Windows, Xbox One, Xbox Series, Linux, Mac. This was released day 1 on PlayStation. Double Fine was developing it for PlayStation, and Xbox doesn't, like, they usually don't cut people off from developing it if they've already announced it for a platform. So that's the reason I'm freaking out. It's not about the quality, because Psychonauts 2, if this was just overall best first-party games from Xbox, this better be in the top 3. Okay, I would accept top 6. But Psychonauts 2 is the most, like, universally, like, anybody can enjoy it game, in my opinion. I don't know. This list is weird. Rocket, they ran out of ideas after number 3. South of Midnight! You put in Avowed, but you didn't. I mean, okay, to be fair, they said South of Midnight didn't make the list because they wrote it April 8th. So that's fair. How could they include a game that had only just been out in early access? Okay, that's fair. So forget South of Midnight then. Gears Tactics? If we're talking about Gears 1 and Series era, Gears Tactics? I mean, honestly, look, this entire list, to recap what the whole list was. And actually, wait, first I want to see what you guys were saying about Psychonauts. Mew, it was a pretty good game, but not for number 1. Like honestly, when the time comes for me to do my ranking, Psychonauts 2 might be number 1. It's top 3. I just don't know where in the top 3, but it might be number 1. Dog tag, Rise Son of Rome should be on there. Like, I could see it both in or out. If there's 15, I could see it in or out. Creature So was just on Game Pass the only thing they followed. That's the problem. They made this list, and this is where, if you're watching live, you need to let me know like what you think. They ruined the list in the top 2. Because yeah, when freaking Forza Horizon 5 came up, at least the technicality is that it's not out on PlayStation yet. But if you're talking about Xbox One and Series exclusives, then why'd you make your top 2 entries Fable 2 from the original Xbox era and Psychonauts 2, a game that launched day 1 on PlayStation 4? Those top 2 entries just ruined everything in a list that was already really shaky. There's some things that I think is fair. Now that I think about South of Midnight, okay, so let's go over the whole thing. Number 15, Hellblade 2. Now I think that's a fair pick. Before I was questioning it without South of Midnight, but now I think it's fair that Hellblade 2 is kind of like just in this list and that's it. But yeah, number 15, Hellblade 2. Number 14, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Number 13, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Number 12, Quantum Break. Number 11, Halo the Master Chief Collection. Number 10, Stalker 2, Hard Chernobyl. Number 9, Sunset Overdrive. Number 8, Forza Motorsport 7. Number 7, Halo Infinite. Number 6, Gears 5. Number 5, Forza Horizon 5. Excuse me. Number 4, Avowed. Number 3, Starfield. Number 2, Fable 2. And number 1, Psychonauts 2. Again, they ruined it with those top 2. I can see Starfield being in the top 5. I accept that. And at least Forza Horizon 5 made the top 5. I think Gears 5 could have wiggled in there as well. Everything in this area, like 6 to 10-ish, I think is fair. I think Sunset Overdrive probably could have made its way up a couple numbers. But everything else in the like 6 to 10 area, 6 to 11 is pretty fair. Quantum Break should have been right in front of Hellblade 2. I think it should have been right next to it at like number 14. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle and Flight Sim need to be in the top 10. I think that is the biggest outrageous thing in this list. Microsoft Flight Sim and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle need to be in the top 10. They need to be boosted up. Put Quantum Break up there and put maybe Hard Chernobyl or Master Chief Collection up there too. Like, that is a big outrage as well as the top 2. Otherwise, it would have been good, but overall, where do we land? I'm on a crap list. I don't think this was a crab list. I think this was a crap list. AP Psychonauts 2 is better than Astronaut. How dare you? I love Psychonauts 2. That's actually a good debate. Ooh, I've been thinking of a good series to do as we come to the finish line here, because we should wrap this up. If it's just me, I want to keep these shows around like an hour. Like, if it's just me, around an hour. If I have a guest, an hour 20, hour and a half. If I have 2 guests, then maybe an hour and a half to an hour 45. And then if there's 4, then I just don't know. But yeah, this took up the whole stream, and I would love feedback. I would really love to know, like, whether you watched this replay or listen to this replay, or if you were here live. I would love to know. But yeah, was this a crap or crab list? But yeah, another piece of content I'm debating about is making shorts that just compare 2 different games that are pretty similar, you know, and like to help people decide, should I play this or should I play this first? That's a good one, AP. Psychonauts 2 and Astrobot. That is a very good comparison. I refuse to call it Astronaut. That's a very good comparison, because I love both those games and they're both platformers. So that's a good one. I noted that. Banjo Nuts and Bolts. But see, that would have been a 360. We didn't get Redfall. It's a shit list. They could have put Redfall at 15. They could have put No, put Minecraft. Oh wait, no, that wasn't Xbox exclusive. Never mind. If Quantum Break got on there, then Rise should have gotten on too. I could picture Rise. Like, was there anything missing from the list? That's a good question. Rise Son of Rome is a good shout. Dead Rising 3? Is Dead Rising 3? Is Dead Rising 3 on PlayStation? I feel like it is. It's not! Oh, dude! Dead Rising 3? Come on! Oh, Dead Rising 3. Okay. I don't know. Everything in the list I feel like deserves to be in there. They just need to change it up. But we do got 2 free slots that we should kick out. Psychonauts 2 and Fable 2. Oh, I think freaking Dead Rising 3 should have been on there. Redfall was missing Supertone. Stop it. Creature, Mario Kart Wii, so we know the list is joking. They should have ended it with Mario Kart. But everything that wasn't on there, it's like, it's because it was like Pentiment and Ori and so on, like Grounded. I saw somebody mention Grounded. Like, yeah, those are on other systems. So it's like, I think every game that was on the list was fine, except for the top 2. Yeah. Dog tag popping in SOM at the moment to give it a try. I don't know what SOM is. Oh, and the newest Forza game. That's a good point, too. Jeez, there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot that could have been on there. The newest Forza game, Gears Tactics again. Halo Wars 2! Halo Wars 2. Oh, man. There's a lot that could have been on there. South of Midnight now, but when they wrote this, it was April 8th. That's the problem. So South of Midnight, just came out. State of Decay, was that Xbox exclusive? State of Decay 2. Was that Xbox exclusive? Oh, it is. Okay, State of Decay 2 could have been a neat, decent shout. Yeah, there's some things that could have been on here, but I don't know. But yeah, I think this was a blast. I would really love feedback and the quick update on the Fantasy Critic for Codename Goodgame. I do want to make a graphic of this at some point. If you don't know what Fantasy Critic is, please look up the Codename Goodgame episode of our fantasy drafts. It is probably my favorite episode of Codename Goodgame. Not gonna lie. But it's just basically where we created our football teams of games that we think will be highly rated. So you could see my team, AA Sprinkles. I drafted Doom the Dark Ages, Avowed, Judas, Citizen Sleeper 2, Shinobi, Kirby Air Riders for some reason, and Bionic Bay. Bionic Bay just got me a lot of points, baby. Bionic Bay is an indie game, kind of like Blueprints, that just is one of the highest reviewed games of the year. I drafted that very last minute, and because of that, I am currently sitting in first place, but I also have the most games released of everybody, including the person set second. So I should make an update graphic about this, but long story short, your boy's in the lead for Codename Goodgame Fantasy Critic. So that's exciting. And we'll see how that goes. We'll have a mid-year check-in at some point. I just wanted to let you know that. But this was fun. I would love feedback. Please let me know what you think of it. We will have another casual live stream next week, and hopefully our episode of Codename Goodgame next Friday, which is going to be when Expedition 33 comes out. So I don't know if we're talking about that. We'll see, because that'll be the last episode before I disappear for a week. So let me know what you thought of this episode, and play games this weekend. Express yourself, share your voice, especially everything about this list in the comments. I appreciate you listening or watching live if you did. I'm going to skedaddle. But don't forget to be geek proud awesome. And remember, waffles are better than pancakes. All right, bye.